John Wolfs, founder of Wolfs Advocaten, lawyer as from 1993 on, specialized in international trade, transport, insurance, including customs law and the last couple of years sanctions. Our practice also comprises of corporate advice and litigation and commercial advice and litigation. For my clients, it's incredibly important to be part of an international network. So that's why we are a member of IR Global and some other networks. IR Global is very important to us. It has lawyers all over the world, not only lawyers, but also accountants and other professional services providers. Now, our clients usually have an aim on internationally being active. And that means they will look beyond the scope of the Netherlands, or other clients may look towards the Netherlands, and that's when we come in. So we provide advice and also litigation support in virtually every country in the world. And it's of course not possible to do that on your own. You really need partners who are vetted, who are good at what they are doing, and who I can reach just by a quick phone call in an instant of a minute. And that's the benefit of being internationally being liaised. So when we look at the jurisdictions that we are active, I would say Europe is of course a very important jurisdiction, if you may say so, as a whole, because Belgium and Germany are very important trading partners for the Netherlands, but also Italy, the UK, Spain, France are very important to us. More and more Eastern Europe is becoming interesting, but let us not just limit it to Europe, because we have been focusing the last 2 years more and more on both Asia and especially North America. Now, North America, a lot has been going on over the past few years, and as we are involved in international trade and also in customs, there's a lot going on. So we assist both American entrepreneurs wanting to know a little bit more about the European customs system, and as a lot of companies are importing through the port of Rotterdam or the port of Antwerp, we are the #1 spot to go to advise them on. Also in terms of international trade contracts, and also in terms of litigation, either with customs or even more so with other contractual partners. But also our clients, Dutch clients, European clients, are very well connected throughout the world. So they need a lawyer who's able to also assist them in the United States of America. And that's what we do with the help of our partners on the ground in America. As I said, only just a phone call away. As an example, we work with American members together in a big shipyard arbitration pending in the Netherlands, involving a lot of international interests. So we are assisting them, they are materially assisting us in drafting documents, and we draft them upon the requirements of Dutch law. Other typical aspects playing are, for example, arranging for a conservatory seizure in the Netherlands. So basically arresting assets of an opponent in the Netherlands, whether a proceeding litigation is pending in the Netherlands or whether it is pending outside of the Netherlands. So in that respect, we provide them with litigation support, but we also give advisory support, drafting documents, working together, for example, with a Belgian firm acting on behalf of Irish clients in the field of contracting, but also in the field of logistical services providers. Another interesting development is that we are involved for several internationally operating logistical service companies who have encountered bankruptcies in the Netherlands of clients, and we are assisting them in trying to get as much money as possible from the bankrupt company, and if that's not possible, from third parties who have to look into the unfortunate possibilities the logistical service provider has of a lien, so-called pledge, on the cargo. So we have also worked together with other IR Global members, international partners, in one project. For example, a project on insurance, in which we all checked the local legislation. We had meetings together, virtual meetings, actual meetings as well, and then collaborating, providing a concise document on insurance law in Europe, for example. This also goes for the United States of America. I worked together with Alberto Paglieri, and we gave lectures for the US East Coast and US West Coast members on conferences in the year 2025. The experience of coming to IR Global conferences is very much depending on your own contribution. So if you think that you can just stand there and then the new cases are coming in, then please go back to Alice in Wonderland. It doesn't work that way. You need to build up relationships. And that's the way I work. I build up relationships. Within these relationships, one is able to convey both the personal way of doing business as well as providing, of course, the quality. The quality is never an issue, because if there's no quality, we don't work together. So if we are at the annual conferences, we meet a lot of people. It's the biggest conference in the year. However, it's definitely a value to go to the regional conferences or the on-the-road conferences, as they are just more limited in numbers, so there is a little bit more time to get to know people more in depth personally. So I would rather recommend members of IR Global to go both to the annual conference, but certainly also to the regional or the on-the-road conferences, as you meet people over there as well and have the possibility to liaise directly more in depth. I was just looking into all the events that I attended, and I counted even more than 30. That's quite a lot. So it means that I've also been here on my very first time. And the one thing I recall was I had, let's say, 25 business cards, and within half an hour they were gone already. And why is that? Because people really want to get to know you, but if you got them with you, they're willing to take them on and to introduce you to others. So within that half an hour, I was already introduced, let's say, to 25 people, which was amazing. People within IR Global, also the long-standing members, they are really very looking into the new members, meeting them, assisting them, let them reach out to them or to you, and then just whatever advice they need, they'll get it. And that's also why the 10th Club members, so people who come quite often here, they're always open to advice for so-called newcomers. I think that the best way of making the best of your relationship within IR Global is make sure you don't come one time. Make sure you'll be a first-timer the first time, but you make it up to 5 or 10 conferences easily, and you meet people all over again at that time, establishing more in-depth relationships.